Welcome, everyone, to the 1500th episode of the Everything Show.
No.
1500.
Kidding me.
15 freaking hundred. Wow. I'm your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello.
So we picked this 1500th episode to really talk about this monumental possible blunder that the CW has made, I feel, in my opinion.
It's not the new term.
Well, don't get me started on that yet. Let's cover this first of all. I have to say one thing, and I don't mean any disrespect for the CW, but what were you thinking when you decided to put Supergirl on the same night as The Walking Dead? What were you thinking? Like, first of all,
you must have didn't like this last season, so you want to kill it.
Here's the thing, and you ask anybody. I know The Walking Dead is on at 9 o'clock, right? Hey, Sally.
What's up?
How are you? So welcome to the 1500th episode of the Everything Show.
Woo!
Woo! So I was just saying, what was the CW thinking? What's up, Ben? Hey, dude. Hello, Ben. Hello. 1500th Everything Show, people. 1500th milestone. So we're going to use this milestone blunder to promote the milestone anniversary of the Everything Show. What's up, Ben?
Hello.
So Ben, I'm pretty sure you're going to agree with me, I think. Let me find out first. What was the CW thinking when they decided to put Supergirl and Charmed when The Walking Dead is on Sundays?
Just proving my point. No one's watching Supergirl, so they figure they can shove it this Sunday.
Yep. Yeah.
It's one thing if you want to cancel a show, then you cancel a show. It's another thing if you're afraid to cancel.
It's still a semi-popular show, though, and they want to at least show they've got some love for it. So they move it to a different time or a different day, and then that way it doesn't look as though, oh, we're not thinking of terminating anytime soon. Right. We'll just let the ratings drop, give that appearance.
Right. See, there's a thing in this day and age where some networks are now afraid to cancel shows. Definitely afraid, because the CW is now over 50%. Their main thing is the superhero stuff, right?
Yeah.
So now they took on Supergirl. Now, if they did want to cancel it, they probably wouldn't, because they'd be afraid. So what they would do is they would do politics, or they would do dirty politics. And the dirty politics that Scott is talking about, that we all know, is that they're going to put it in a spot that it's going to get canceled.
Mm-hmm.
So that way they can say the ratings ain't there, they had to cancel it, but that's baloney, because if you care about a show...
the ratings aren't there, and we have to do a fix-up.
Right. So my issue is this. Supergirl is on at 8 o'clock. Now, you might say, Matrix Lord, Walking Dead is not on till 9 o'clock. Yes, but when it starts its season, the replay is at 8 o'clock, meaning that everybody now not everybody tunes in every week to see that episode, because the audience dropped off a little bit. So what happens is people wound up watching the replay the following week. If they don't have a DVR, if they don't have whatever, they will watch the replay the following week at 8 o'clock. I know I am a victim. I do it, even though I see it already. I always wind up watching the replay at 8 o'clock. I don't watch anything else. I'll watch the week before. What we'll do is we'll put The Walking Dead on, the replay. We'll be on our phones or whatever, and I'll just occasionally look at the TV because I've seen the episode already. But we're getting ready for The Walking Dead. You know, we order our food, we make a thing out of it. But Walking Dead is Sunday nights, right? Because there's nothing else right now. There's no Game of Thrones. There's none of that. So Walking Dead is Sunday night. So that means this whole block I separate for Walking Dead. Okay? And then afterwards I would watch Ash's Evil Dead before it was canceled, blah, blah, blah. So now you're causing friction because now, even if Walking Dead is on 9 o'clock, which it is, people may want to tune in. So you'll have the audience drop off the Supergirl at like 8:55. They won't get the ending. You know what I'm saying? So they monitor every time. So when you want to watch Supergirl, when you want to do a proper rating, you want to see from start to finish. If your audience is dropping off before the end, that means they're concerned with another show or they're pissed off with the end. You made a huge mistake. Or maybe you didn't make a mistake. Maybe you do want Supergirl canceled. My assumption is they want it canceled.
Yeah.
I'm believing that they want to eliminate a superhero show without eliminating a superhero show. You're putting Supergirl on at 8 o'clock. That is bad news.
In place or move Charmed up.
Well, that's another thing that's confusing to me. Charmed is at 9 o'clock, which is even worse, which might mean that they don't know what the hell they're doing. See, I would propose Sunday night. You know that iZombie is coming to an end, probably. I mean, you're on its 5th season, right? Or 6th, whatever.
Yeah.
How many seasons is it, right? You put iZombie on Sunday night, and you put the shows that you know are in its final season or whatever on Sunday night. You don't really put stuff. See, what I'm getting is they're trying to put placement of stuff because they're definitely not going near Friday nights because they feel everybody does stuff on Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday nights. So they're trying to get their superhero done stuff before even Thursday. So they're probably doing it. They want to do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday the most, right? Yeah, but they're doing it. They're going about it wrong. So to me, I think they want Supergirl canceled. Now, if they wanted Arrow canceled, they would have put Arrow on Sunday. They don't want Arrow canceled because Arrow is probably still has better ratings. Yeah. And it's kind of the flagship of the whole Supergirl.
That's what it's about. Yeah, that's their flagship.
What's up, Vaughn?
Hey, what's up?
Actually, speaking of ratings, I'm looking on a site here. It says under the latest ratings by total viewership, Flash and Supergirl are the top 2 shows. Arrow ranks it at 7 on one chart. Yeah, and 7 on both charts. So what
about Legends tomorrow, though?
Legends is number 5 under the 18 to 49 demo, and on this other chart,
then I put Legends 6 on Sundays.
They shouldn't put any show on Sundays.
Sundays a death slot. Sundays
is Walking Dead, okay? Whether it be Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead, Sundays you stay away from CW. You stay away from Sundays. But I think somebody screwed up a Charmed reboot because Charmed, while it may have a strong, if it opens in September, which I don't think they open in September, right?
They may start it on Sundays, like they did. I forget what other show they did this with. They started on one day, and then maybe mid-season or several weeks later, they put it on its actual day.
Ben, what is the start date for these seasons?
If they're going to do it if they are going to kill off Supergirl, they probably want Supergirl to pretty much be the lead-in to Charmed, and then when either just move Charmed up to their slot or move Charmed to one of their other days.
See, Supergirl is the lead-in.
Starting it off on Sunday.
Supergirl don't start, and then Charmed is second, but that's a bad move to have it on Sunday, though.
8 to 9 is on Sunday Supergirl. 9 to 10 is Charmed.
I know that, But my question is, when does this start this season? Because if you're going to tell me it's going to October, you're going to have a problem because that's when Walking Dead starts.
Let me check the deadline article.
And if they pull that stuff where they had Fear the Walking Dead and Walking Dead on the same night, you're done.
Oh, then you can forget about those 2 shows surviving.
You have the premiere and the finale on the same day. Vaughn, we're doing the 1500 episode of the Everything Show.
Oh, okay.
And we're talking about this big story about the full lineup for CW.
It doesn't say when in the fall they're debuting yet.
They put Supergirl and the rebooted Charmed on when The Walking Dead is on.
Oh, they're about to lose viewers.
That's what I'm talking.
Stupid girl.
They're about to lose viewers.
Supergirl is at 8, and Charmed is at 9. And like I said, even though Walking Dead's on at 9, the week after they always have the replay at 8. So you're gonna get killed.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it looks like the CW wants to cancel Supergirl by making it get destroyed.
Yep.
Unless I'm wrong, and someone doesn't know how to do their job, replacement.
Well, from what I've heard from the Supergirl defenders, Supergirl is their second most popular show besides Flash.
Then you don't put it on Sunday nights. Look, I understand you're confident in your show, but do you want to risk the confidence of your show by putting it up to the top rating friggin' show, period?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Flash and Supergirl are your top rated.
Keep in mind that
you take your dying show and put it there, or something. But
keep in mind that your Supergirl fans more than likely are your Walking Dead fans also.
Yeah.
So if you're going to force people to choose,
they're going to choose
The Walking Dead, and they're going to watch Supergirl on DVR.
Yeah. Or they're going to watch it on their site.
Right. So that's a mistake, I feel. Does anybody agree or disagree? What do you think, Vaughn?
I think it's a mistake, too. I don't think that it's not going to serve a great purpose. I mean, because we all know that Walking Dead dominates Sunday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a recipe for disaster. They're going to lose ratings. And if they do, it's probably going to be on demand if they do get the ratings. I don't think they should. With Charm was never on Sunday. So I don't get why Charm is being put in that spot, because the only show I've seen did really well on Sundays that was in line with Charm and them was the X-Files. But that was already established for Friday. They should have put Charm Fridays.
See, the problem is that their superhero lineup is taking up most of their time. So what they're trying to do now is, instead of spacing it out for 5 days, which they should, mind you, they're trying to cram it all in 3 days. And then they're trying to have an open window for other shows. But when you start a new show or a rebooted show, you want to have it in the beginning of the week. Exactly. And the only time they could do that is on Sundays, because Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow is on Mondays now. And Flash and Black Lightning is on Tuesdays.
See, this is a thing.
Wednesdays or Thursdays.
Not the superhero stuff. They leaving it open.
See, this is the thing with all of this, is that CW has turned into DC, basically.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they don't have no variety other than Supernatural, which is technically a superhero show anyway. And
vampire stuff.
It's just it's too convoluted with that type of genre. They need to. I remember the days when they had like shows like Reba and Wayne Brothers and stuff like that. That was even separate things, but it was more comedy shows. It was a good balance. But now it's more of superhero. I mean, DC is not everything, and people are going to get burnt out.
Superheroes is the fad, so they're gonna kick that dead horse till it's.
Well, I don't think they're doing right by Supergirl though on Sunday.
No, they're not. They're not doing right with Supergirl.
And Charm's going to get canceled if they don't move it out at 9 o'clock on Sunday.
But
not that it looks great anyway, by the way.
Because like I said, they're either going to start it there and move it, or they're going to wait till they kill Supergirl in the style and then move it up to her time slot.
So, well, I'm going to say something else, and we're going to go right back into CW. This new nonsense with YouTube lately of flagging the video before it even airs, where you're making where hardly anybody sees it, is nonsense. And already I see a difference that we're live streaming, and YouTube's making everything possible, it seems, for nobody to see the show that we're doing right now. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what it is, but lately I'm getting annoyed with it. But that's my venting for now. Let's go back to CW. All right, so Charmed and Supergirl. Charmed doesn't look that great. I don't know if anybody's seen the trailer.
No.
It looks like garbage.
I sent him the trailer, and it's just.
Yeah, you did. It's garbage.
Yeah, it's one of those generation, whatever this era is, and it just does not have any flair like the original did.
Now, we had an announcement today. Ben had sent it to me, and I guess Stephen Amell had announced it, that right now they're all going to fly out to film the December crossover now. And the crossover is going to be that they are in Gotham City teaming up or battling Batwoman.
I saw that.
Batwoman has never appeared ever on anything because she's too new of a character in the comics.
Yeah. And this is the updated Batwoman too.
And it's probably it's probably another Earth. But here's the thing. We know that the crossover brings in so much revenue and so much money to CW that they basically convinced themselves that the show is going to get renewed the following year based on the crossover, right? But this whole thing with Supergirl, if you're going to debut her in September or October, that's going to cause a problem regardless of the crossover because you're going to get it killed for like months before the crossover begins. And I think that's a bad idea. Now, if they would have started in August, you still got to contend with Fear the Walking Dead that's coming back for the second half of the season.
But still, you've got a hell of a lot better chance than you would with the other. So.
And you don't want to have it debut too early because then they have nothing else for the rest of the year, although they take a break and they come back. We also have new situations where that the CWs are going to face, basically. And it looks like NBC misses when they had ER.
And we
know Grey's Anatomy dominates ABC. So they have basically created New Amsterdam, a new hospital drama, with our own Martha Jones. Freeman Agyeman is a doctor in this show called New Amsterdam.
That's why Sense8's coming to a close.
And it looks phenomenal. Okay? And she is phenomenal and amazing. I love her as an actress. And I am definitely, me and Sharon already saw the trailer. We're going to tune in. Also keep in mind that NBC is nabbing some of the CW stars. They are nabbing the guy that's, the Mayor Lance, the father of Laurel and Sarah. Yeah. He's going to be on a show. So this stuff is going to get very interesting real soon.
Because he was good on the river.
Yeah. So now we talk about Monday nights, right, Ben? Now, Monday nights, what do we have?
Talking CW, it'll be Legends 8 to 9, Arrow 9 to 10.
Now, first of all, Legends is tomorrow. I'm surprised that Legends is at 8 o'clock. I would think that Arrow would be at 8 o'clock, but whatever. Okay. Legends, I don't. Yeah, go ahead.
He's Constantine's in this season, and I know he's a popular character, so I know more people watch Legends because I see them on the social medias. That people are always excited.
So Legends has more ratings than Arrow.
Yeah, Arrow's been nosediving like.
Yeah, it's been going down a lot.
But it's still been a success enough to go for another season.
Yeah, so the show is still going, but I think it should have stopped long ago.
My thing is, you need to change up stuff. And I think they should have a lead into the crossover. I think that Oliver should get trapped in Gotham City in that Earth for a couple episodes before they have the crossover. And they should have him facing off against, maybe in this universe there is no Batman, and maybe he's facing off against Batman's villains or something. I don't know. I mean, they need to change it up. You can't be alien menaces. You already had multi-universe menaces. If this is the Earth on Oliver's Earth, where they introduce Gotham, that would be interesting.
No, they don't need Batman. They already have a Bad Arrow.
But you're already going to confuse the shit out of people, because here's the thing. Not everybody knows that Gotham and Arrow in the same universe. They're not in the same universe. They're in different universes.
No, they're not.
Not only are you going to confuse them with that, but you're also going to confuse them because they did name drop Gotham in Supergirl also. And they are going to do Alfred Pennyworth, the series.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Which is a go, people.
Let's do this. Let's rock the boat. Let's have a minor character get a TV show.
Yeah.
Just like Lou Grant.
Well, Lou Grant,
you know what? I got even better. Fine, you know what?
Tyler Moore is he was a totally they separated him to where he was like totally different from Mary Tyler Moore, and that's why it worked.
That's the thing that, you know, if it was something like that, that's why I liked about the concept of Lou Grant, because I used to watch Mary Tyler Moore. The fact that Lou Grant was so different and it was taken more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
It was a drama instead of a comedy, which I think would work for the thick of it. If they ever want to spin off Malcolm Tucker's character, they can do a drama based off of that and it would work. But in this context, Alfred is going to be a drama, but I don't see him as a strong enough character to have his own series. I'm sorry.
Well, I got to tell you what I would do for Spike, just because I like to mess with people sometimes. If I was in charge of the ABC, I just to show I could do a better show, I would have Aunt May the series going up against Alfred the series, and make it like a type of Golden Girls type thing, but like Aunt May. In New York,
thank you.
It would be sort of a Sex in the City, Golden Girls, Aunt May, Spider-Man drops in as Peter Parker. She don't know any better.
You should have Mary Jane's on with Aunt May.
Right. Aunt Anna. Yeah. Right? And you wouldn't have no clue that Peter Parker's Spider-Man. You'll do once in a while a special effect, the Spider-Man dropping, oh, I hate that Spider-Man, whatever. Peter Parker would be on the show. But they would never show him being a superhero, so people would be oblivious. And Aunt May would do her hijinks.
What's going to be if
you could turn Aunt May into a Meredith Grey's Anatomy character that's like a leader of the community. Okay? I'm just saying it because I watch Grey's Anatomy. I love Grey's Anatomy. But anyway, Aunt May could be the leader of this whole thing that's Peter Parker don't even know. And she's like, everybody goes to Aunt May, and maybe she's running the shelter, maybe she's doing this, and she's doing piano lessons, and she finds out that the kid she's piano lesson has his background, and they can do really crazy stuff.
That's stuff. No.
And the whole joke would be that they would do this show as if, forget about the stuff in the background that Spider-Man's her, right? You would make it like a monumental show, like Grey's Anatomy or Golden Girls.
No.
Serious drama.
With Golden Girls. Don't even put that with.
It could be comedy. It could be drama. It could be like Sex in the City sexy at like 70 or 60. No, whatever.
That would be you know what? That would be the worst thing ever to do that to that show. That would be bad. And people would be so pissed at you that you would be called trolling these poor innocent people on a level that you would be respected by Tim and Eric because that's what they do.
Jesus.
I mean, you would be respected by them, but the other people would be like, what the fuck have you been
Listen, it's a pitch.
Smoking.
All right, it's a pitch. You know what? A lot of people pitch stuff. Even the best of us put out some clunkers, okay? It's a pitch. Okay, you know what? You're the director. We'll take the Sex and the City stuff out. Okay?
But you know
that's really too much with Aunt May.
No, you should make it. You should go and do that because I bet it will be picked up by one of the networks.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you what, there's a show.
Made a series.
There's a show on Adult Swim right now called Joe Pera Talks with Us, and it's the most freaking mundane show I had ever seen in my life. It's just this dude living day to day a normal life, and nothing goes on. And it's about to come on.
You know what you can call it? Life of May. Life of May. And you have the one that does Grey's Anatomy and all the other stuff. She writes it too.
What, Shonda Rhimes?
Yes.
Jesus. I don't know.
And occasionally you have this crazy finale. You have Spider-Man in there for like 5 seconds. and you just have Aunt May doing her thing, man, showing how awesome Aunt May is. You could even have freaking Dan Slott write that shit.
Damn
Why
straight.
not?
Why not have the most the one
Let's
of
go.
the main? Let's do
Aunt
it.
May series.
Go on ABC. That's all y'all.
Forget about
Fox
Shield,
won't
man.
pick it up.
This is
CBS
your
won't
thing.
keep it up.
I just gave you this monumental thing, man. Monumental thing right there. Life of May. That would be, and you imagine they would show DC how it's done. That would be the most popular thing in history. People will lose it, and then DC would be embarrassed because the thing would be canceled probably like right away. Yeah.
Fucking.
What?
Thank you for being a friend.
What happened, Scott? What happened, Scott?
Travel down the
Scott?
road and back again.
I heard a razzle frazzle. Scott, you there? What happened?
Your heart is true. Your
I think he froze.
Scott's angry. He don't like that my pitch, I guess. Wait, how's it going? Let's try to sing it. Thank you for being a friend. Doo-doo-doo-doo. What's the other word?
Travel down the road and back again.
Your heart is true.
Your pal and a confidant.
Dun, 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 dun.
And if you do, I invite everyone you knew. You might see. And the part of touch will say thank you for being a friend.
All right. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. We did a whole karaoke for the night. I can just imagine the comments for this anniversary.
Vaughn, stop singing. Thank you for being a friend. Your dreams of bringing Golden Girls back is dead, literally. Well, thank you, people, for killing my dreams. I didn't want to bring Golden Girls back. I just wanted to reanimate the actors in Golden Girls. Thank you very much, people. Thank you for shooting my damn dreams. All right.
Yeah. You know the song. You know the song. Don't stop. Be like, don't stop believing. Yeah, man.
Thank you, y'all. Y'all crushed my dreams. Y'all crossed my dreams like somebody under a press.
Aunt May.
That's how bad it is.
Series. Life of May, baby. Coming this fall on ABC. Whoa! And
guess what? It's not going to be spelled M-A-E. It's going to be spelled M-A-Y. Because
that's right, baby.
We're gonna shake the establishment up.
And we're not gonna have no time travel stuff in that one.
No.
Oh no.
No falling off or jointly out of your target.
Oh no, don't break up my heart. No. Oh no. Life of May, baby. That's my pitch, ABC. Take it. Do it, baby. Do it.
I have pitches that can work for Adult Swim. Usually they come to me in dreams, though. I was like, okay, let's do it.
So what could this Butler series be about? Like he runs out of milk? Gotta go to the store?
Mission one.
Like
Alfred's been a secret agent. Some
lady hits him in the head with a cane or something, or the dog poops on the carpet, and
you know what? When you said,
didn't we have this? Not the nanny. We had that already. That was great.
It's the nanny, yeah.
It was the nanny. That was great. You trying to be the nanny? TC? Are you trying to be the nanny? Well, the nanny was great. Don't go near the nanny. That was great. Why don't you just get Fran Drescher to be Miss Wayne or something? Oh, no, wait. It's before even that, right?
She is the flashy bird from Sheffield. That's who she is,
She's
the nanny.
Best, man. I went to see her in Broadway, man. That was great.
She's a really good actress. I like
she was the evil stepmother in Cinderella. I went to see her. She was awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, Aunt May the series. But anyway, let's get back to CW. So, you have on Monday nights, Legend of Tomorrow and Arrow.
Yep.
Tuesday, The Flash is the only one that remains in his time slot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goody gun drop.
Right? They don't move The Flash, though, and Black Lightning is 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Now, question, Ben. Is Black Lightning a part of the crossover?
They haven't said yet. I know Stephen Amell really wants to do a crossover with Black Lightning, and I say nay.
It's a different universe, right?
I say leave it by itself.
Yeah.
It's so much better not being in the Arrowverse teen drama crap.
Wait for its second or third season before you want to do that. Give it time to get its good legs, and then.
Yeah. So we got other news, right? Right?
I think so.
We got this. I don't know if we should cover this, but I guess we have to cover it, right? The Solo thing. They're talking about Lando's sexuality.
Oh God!
Oh,
let's get off that.
Thank you, Kathleen Kennedy, for trying to ruin it out of a character, please.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take this, Vaughn, or no?
This is why people hate Kathleen Kennedy.
You're
not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it.
Let's oh God, Jesus Christ. What is going on?
So what are you saying? That he likes toasters? And aliens that try to make him Captain Jack?
Ugh.
Are you trying to make Lando Captain Jack, Kathleen Kennedy? Is that what you're trying to do?
You know, I understand we're trying to get people comfortable with certain lifestyles. But when you get to the standpoint to where it makes it sound like you're basically making fun of them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, this is the one instance you're messing with my childhood. So I'm going to be really nasty about this. How about no? How about he just is a heterosexual male and that's it? Stop it with that he does this with aliens, he does this with men. Stop it. It's Lando. Cut it out. Cut it out. Don't even insinuate he's doing it with robot females either. Because that's disgusting too. Like, are you serious right now? Are you serious right now?
Okay, so apparently, in a recent interview with Huffington Post, like there's no other website out there, I guess.
Right.
Okay. Solo screenwriter Jonathan Kasdan says that it's canon that the character Lando, I forgot, I don't know his last name. It's Calrissian. Is pansexual.
What the hell does that mean?
Attraction regardless of gender means you're down for everything. You're open for business. Either you like male and female, no matter what the color there is, or the size, or the type there is. You are gender fluid.
The British term of omnisexual?
You're not gender. You sexually fluid.
So in other words, he'll bang anything? Is that what? Like he'll bang a robot too?
Pretty much. Pretty much. He's open for business. Yep. I would say yes. There is a frugality to Donald and Billy D. Williams with this bullshit because I saw Billy D. Williams and he doesn't exude that type of sexuality. So I'm sorry about that one. I mean, I would have loved to have gotten a more explicitly LGBT character into this movie because you are lazy and you can't really do anything else. You had to piggyback off an established character that like women. But okay, we're not gonna
character and try to sway him that
way. Lando is heterosexual. He's not what they're saying. I don't know why they're doing this.
He said, I think it's time certainly for that. I love the frugality, sort of the spectrum of sexuality that Donna appeals to. Childish Gambino, come on now, man, that man is hot. He likes women.
So they're just forcing the diversity and they're forcing
They are.
Donna appears to, and that droves are a part of whatever that means. Druids are part of whatever the hell that means. He doesn't make any hard and fast moves. I think it's fun. I don't know where it would go. Obviously, you're going into a 50
You know where it would go. You're writing the damn thing.
Yeah.
He wants that three-way. That's what he wants.
Yes. Are we still talking about Star Wars, or is that the porn version?
It is.
Oh, that's the porn version. We're not on Star Wars.
I don't want to know what Lando does with a lunchbox, let alone an alien. But like, This is not Lando. Lando, no.
They say that the character has always been written as a flirty German who uses sexuality amongst other things for his own.
I never see him flirt with Han Solo.
I have not seen anything like that. Having seen the film last night, this writer can say that despite these comments, the film doesn't hint at Lando's sexuality beyond one conversationally suggestive hint about his possible over female voice role.
So they're saying that none of that's in the movie, but the writer is just causing some shit right now.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh, then fire the writer and get somebody else next time, please, because that's just nonsense.
Yes.
Stop putting your political agenda and your stupid stuff into an established character. I don't care if is he the son of Kazdan, the one that did Empire? Was he gay? Ben, is he gay or we don't know? Look it up. Let's see. Because if he's gay, that explains why he wants to do it.
I'm not
against gay people. This is ridiculous stuff.
No, I don't see Lando, Mr. Billy D. Williams, for all types of things. That's basically what pansexual is. You'll go for robots. You'll go for that's just tarnishing Mr. Billy D's legend. Come on now.
He's the Colt 45, folks. Come on.
That's right.
That's the smoothest man in show business, and you want to just taint his memory of the role with him having sex with anything that moves. A microwave is apparently a sex thing for him.
He was the Black Harvey Dent that got turned into a white Two-Face in Batman Forever.
Y'all better get real.
Yeah.
Never got to see that.
I don't like that because that's Mr. Billy D. Williams is the smoothest man in show business.
Lawrence Kasdan said that, the one who wrote Empire?
Yeah. No, Jonathan is Kasdan.
No. Chris, tell me, Chris. Come in here and tell me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in, Chris.
I love the new world we're going into, where every character that has been established has propensity to have sex with anything now, because we want to be right. Because we want to be right. We can't have people that are straight up heterosexual.
Chris, help me. Help us, Chris.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey,
Chris, help us.
Hey, Chris.
Help us,
please.
Hey, so I didn't know that you guys were doing a cast. That was my fault. I wasn't paying attention.
No, it's okay.
And I jumped in. I do want to say that I can tell you that none of this is canon right now.
Thank you.
Thank God.
Lawrence Kasdan was the one that said this, and as of right now, it's not official. But even if it is, I don't think it's anything to worry about, because there have always been questions about Lando's sexuality, even dating back to pre-Disney stuff. So this really isn't anything new. And personally, I think this is just Lawrence Kasdan saying, yeah, this is how it is.
But my question would be, why is this important? I mean, this has
era.
It's not. Yeah, it's really not. Unless you're planning to have Lando, unless you're planning to do something with him like that. In my opinion, though, they're not. Whether Lando gets a movie or not, I don't think that we're going to see this. And I read some stuff about like people saying that there is no homosexual or any other sexuality representation in Star Wars other than heterosexuality. You got to read the novels, because there are a lot of characters that are homosexual and more. And it's a well-known fact that Laura Dern's character in The Last Jedi was homosexual. So, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where these people are getting some of their stuff, but yeah, I mean, it's also no secret that Lawrence Kasdan is for having more, other sexuality characters within Star Wars, which is fine. I don't mind that. It's just I don't like when they start going back and saying, yeah, this one character's always been like this.
Exactly.
It's just, yeah.
Why is this a thing now that we have to piggyback off of established characters? I don't understand that concept.
You know what it is? I think part of it is this idea that, well, these characters are already popular, so let's just change them in this way. And it's like, that's really not the best way to go about things. Mm-hmm. You've got a whole galaxy of stories to tell, so you're not lacking new characters or anything like that. I don't see why you can't take some of these characters and be like, you know what? This is new character A. Let's make her homosexual. You know, if they came out tomorrow and they were like, you know, Rey is bisexual, okay.
Right.
But, like, if you're going to come out, like, 3 years from now and be like, oh, yeah, Admiral Akbar was homosexual. Well,
okay.
Kind of too late now. Like,
so he sleeps with all kinds of fishes. Oh, man. What happens when you put him in a tropical tank? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Oh, boy. All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't get too concerned about this Lando thing. Because it's, as of right now, it's just Lawrence Kasdan saying that that's the way he imagines it.
I guess. Okay. So anyway, what else? Is there anything, Chris, that we could talk about? You have any news?
I do, yes. Okay. So Godzilla City on the Edge of Battle came out today in Japan. We are apparently getting that in a couple months. And along with that, we now have the title for the third and final installment of the animated Godzilla series. There's a poster going around right now that I guess people got if you're in Japan, you were going to see the movie in the theaters. This poster is really ominous, and it shows what looks like 3 lines of like flames coming down, and almost in like a DNA kind of like helix kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the release date says 11/2018. And the movie is apparently titled that. There's 2 titles going around right now. One of them is Godzilla. What was it? Godzilla the Planet Eater, or Godzilla the Star Eater. Now, this is implying apparently that Ghidorah is going to be the villain in the third movie.
Oh.
So.
And he's not from Earth?
Apparently not.
He's Monster Zero. Like
yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, this. I'm assuming that means Mechagodzilla didn't last in this movie, and that maybe he got destroyed or something. I haven't heard anything about the movie just yet. I know that they just released a theatrical trailer, which I saw before, which is pretty good. It was really, really ominous. I do have to say too, I've seen the full design for Mechagodzilla in this movie. It's not one of my favorites. It's kind of wonky, to be honest with you. I don't know what they're going for, because he doesn't really look like Godzilla, but it's not the worst Mechagodzilla design I've seen. So yeah, so 11/18. I'm assuming I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that it's probably 11/3/18, because that will be the anniversary of Gojira.
Okay.
So. Who knows?
That's interesting stuff. What else do I want to talk about? I had something in my head to talk about. Now what do you think Deadpool is going to do to Avengers? You think it's going to be that much of a dent? Anybody?
I heard it was pretty decent, but...
I'm going to go see it tomorrow, so...
I know that Ryan Reynolds again showed up with Hugh Jackman, really going overboard, trying to get this crossover done for Deadpool 3, which was announced officially. But of course, we're going to see Deadpool next in X-Force, and then in Deadpool 3. I guess they really are going to get Deadpool 3 done before the Marvel merger thing, which will probably be X-Force and then Deadpool. So they're going to rush out Deadpool 3, I guess. And they're really trying to get Gambit out before the merger.
Yay.
And this window of opportunity is closing
Mm-hmm.
to get this stuff out. So you're going to see some crazy stuff announced towards the end just to get the stuff out before Marvel, if Marvel takes over, which it looks like it, right, Chris?
Yeah, right now it looks like it. Yeah.
Pretty much. So.
Just save our Fantastic Four. Come on.
Which, that Marvel has done some crazy marketing now because it looks like they're going to do an over amount of variant covers of Fantastic Four everywhere for Spidey, even if it has nothing to do with the comic.
Human comic books lately. I just can't understand why.
What happened?
I said I haven't seen very many human covers lately. I don't know why.
Yeah, so they're going to be on covers of stuff that's not even Fantastic Four. Now, today I purchased, well, because I was working the other day, so I got the wedding special. Colossus marries Kitty Pryde. So there's the wedding special. It's how many years in the making, really? So that's pretty cool. I'm happy about that. I would have been more happy if it was Peter Parker and Mary Jane, but... And then it turns out that Marvel is not going to go with the Avengers to be every month. They're not going to be every week, but they're going to be bi-weekly. So this is why I had to get Avengers 2. But they just got Avengers 1 2 weeks ago, whatever. So, yeah.
Is there a Celestial on the cover of that one?
That they are battling, it looks like, yeah.
Yeah. I read the comics.
And the team is, of course, Captain America, the original Captain America, the original Thor, original, we got Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man. And then you threw in She-Hulk, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, and for some reason, Ghost Driver.
Boo.
Thank you for showing him driving his car with flames. I really can't believe.
You notice how he's the smallest one on there?
Yes.
Well, I hope that Celeste.
And of all the Ghost Riders, you have to do the one that has this comic canceled twice. They even have Johnny Blaze back already, but they still, So they're really pushing this one.
Died twice in this series, maybe.
They're really pushing him because all the characters that they created, they're doing away with, and he's like they're hanging on to him by a thread. Like, no, not him too. Yeah, get rid of him too, please.
Yeah, I mean,
just finish it off because the Woman Thor, Jane Foster. I'm sorry, no, and Riri Williams and Iron Man, no, and even Doctor Doom and Iron Man, no, and the Falcon is Captain America, no, Miles Morales was no. So everything is getting wiped. Why can't he get wiped? But no, you got to put him in Avengers, which pisses me off. That's the only thing that makes it not perfect.
I'm not even a Captain America fan, but issue 1 of the new run is going to have a cover by Alex Ross.
Wow. Let me see.
So it's going to be worth the price of admission just for Alex Ross's art.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, there's some crazy stuff. And now, of course, they're building up the Red Goblin finale with Amazing Spider-Man 100 at the end of the month. So you can get all your orders in. So they have a couple of weeks without Spider-Man just to build up, to have money for this $10 comic, which, whew, very expensive. This comic book. $10 comic. Anyway, Avengers keeps eating away at the money, which is a good thing. We have it that it
eases Thanos.
Yes, it's got 1,686,419,365. So domestically, 562. So Chris, you still think that they think that it's not going to beat Black Panther's domestic gross?
That's the last thing I read. I haven't really been keeping up with it since I read that.
Yeah.
I'm under the I don't know. I think it has a chance to beat it, but I got to tell you though, if it doesn't, that tells you how much of an impact Black Panther had.
I know.
Which
Well, it had an impact no matter what, anyway. I mean, it doesn't mean anything if Avengers beats it anyway. But Black Panther still made money on Wednesday, I guess, because not that much because it's just about done. But it's in 10th place. We know it's on video and DVD, right? Blu-ray and DVD.
Yeah,
1 billion. Yeah, 1,342,680,000. So it's trying to get another million in there. But I mean, it makes like 150,000 a day, I guess, or 100. It's done. I mean, it's just about done. But
they got my money.
They already beat Harry Potter, so this will probably be the final weekend, if anything. Which you shouldn't even be to the weekend. But Deadpool, I think. You think Deadpool will be number one?
I think it's going to get close if it's not.
It might be number two, I think. I mean, even if it does number two, it's going to do really good anyway.
I think so, yeah.
And they released that in China too, right? Or no? Deadpool. Did Deadpool do... Yeah, Deadpool did great in China. Didn't it do last year? I mean, not last year, like a couple years ago?
I want to say it did. I don't remember, to be honest with you.
They already made... Avengers already made $200 million in China already. So I'm like, wow. Let me just pull up the numbers for Deadpool. So Deadpool, foreign numbers, the original Deadpool, China, where's China? Huh. I do not see numbers for China for the original Deadpool. Why is that? Maybe it wasn't released?
It might not have been yet.
Wow. No, the original Deadpool, I'm saying.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
What happened?
Did that find it offensive or something?
Did they find it offensive?
I remember that. I think that's what happened. I don't think they released it over there because it was too offensive and.
Wow. Oh, that's right. He made fun of them.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
He said F China or something, right? Deadpool said that. Wow. Oh my God. I forgot about
China that pulled Star Wars because it didn't find any of the people attracted in the movie.
What happened? Oh.
Yeah, when the Star Wars movies came out in China, they pulled it because people said they didn't find any of the actors attractive.
They didn't like Last Jedi, right?
They don't like anything Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars has like a negative effect over there. It's just like weird. Like they're not even calling it Solo a Star Wars story over there. I think they're calling it like Solo the Ranger or something like that.
Yeah.
So that they don't know that it's Star Wars, which is like a terrible idea to me because like as soon as you get in there, you're gonna be like, wait a minute.
Chewbacca, you know.
Yeah, you're like, did they trick me into watching a Star Wars movie? Like,
Why
people are smarter than that. Like, you don't need the internet to know that Solo is a Star Wars movie. Like, I mean,
right. Which brings me to my question to you about Obi-Wan movie.
Yes.
Is that still definite?
I heard today that apparently it takes place right before A New Hope. Allegedly.
So he's old.
I would assume so, yeah.
And it's going to be Ewan McGregor old, though, right? Gonna make him
I hope so.
And he's going to be battling what? Sand people?
I don't know.
Isn't that weird, though? I mean, is that really interesting, though, to keep him on Tatooine, though?
I thought maybe they could go one of two routes, and one of the routes is kind of risky, but it's worked in the past. My first idea was that he's on Tatooine the whole time. It's shortly after Episode 3, and he's having just like an existential crisis of whether or not he even believes that the Force is worth following or worth believing in, and whether or not he's doing the right thing. Of course, by the end of the movie, he would come to the realization that, of course, it is, which I think could be really interesting.
Kind of like Luke in Last Jedi.
Yeah,
somewhat. My other idea was based off of a book that I read when I was younger that had Obi-Wan actually leave Tatooine for a little while and go on a mission that was really cool. Where he went to find like what he believed to be was another Jedi, and he left for a little while, and it was an interesting story because he had to be really careful about what he did and who he talked to, and how he used the Force and his lightsaber and whatnot.
Right.
So I mean, they could potentially do something like that, but
so Luke and Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, they never leave Tatooine. They just not even.
They never leave, no, because they have no reason to.
Okay.
I'm
like
assuming
they won't have it that Luke is abducted when he's young, and Ben Kenobi has to none of that stuff. They're not going to do any of that.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. What was that?
They wouldn't have anything where he's abducted or something when he's young, and
they could. It's just I don't think that they would leave the planet with him. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe what might be interesting is maybe some character was on Tatooine, sees Luke use the Force by accident, because we know that every now and then Luke would accidentally use the Force, but he would never really know it.
Oh, okay.
So
that's what it is.
Maybe the ex-villain sees him and is like, hey, Jedi, let me turn him into the Empire and I'll get a huge reward. And then Obi-Wan's like, yeah, I'm going to have to say no to that. And then, here's our movie. I personally think we're going to see some more stuff around D23, which is soon. I think it's right before Comic-Con. So if they're going to say anything, I think they're going to say it there.
Wouldn't it be more interesting to have Ben Kenobi for some reason off-world and then come back to Tatooine or something?
They could do that, yeah.
I mean, because it's kind of boring if you're just going to have it on Tatooine the whole... Unless you have a massive threat there or something. But
it really all depends on what they want to do. I mean, it's...
Unless, why wouldn't they do something... Because here's the thing, why couldn't they do something where it involves Yoda on Dagobah? And they could explain, with the Ben Kenobi movie, they could explain a way that somebody found out Yoda's there and he needs Ben Kenobi's help, Obi-Wan, and there's a big battle on Dagobah, which creates that whole thing on Dagobah, that dark, evil place, the cave.
Well, it's already like that, though.
Oh, it's already like that?
Dagobah's always been a dark side nexus. That's why Yoda went there.
Oh, okay. All right.
And they have to be really careful about what they do with Dagobah, because they have to make it like it almost doesn't exist to the Empire. Like there's absolutely no reason that they would go there.
Okay. So usually though, it's so weird because usually Disney gives an outlook about the Star Wars movies ahead of time. Though. So wouldn't they give you the next 5 movies? It would be at this show, right? Coming up.
I think it's a combination of things right now. The first being that we're nearing the end of the trilogy that they set out to do.
Right. It
would be my first guess. My second guess would be due to the reactions from The Last Jedi. They wanted to stay quiet for a little while.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah,
is that
absolutely.
True?
Yeah, I believe that. This is just me speculating. But my third idea would be, because of all the problems that they had with Colin Trevorrow, which we know is not a huge issue, but it still doesn't look that good, and with Solo, not wanting to take any attention away from it, and B, knowing that it's going to have a troubled time at the box office, I think that they were maybe saying, you know what, let's not say anything about future movies, and let's just let what we have go for now, and then after that, then we'll start to talk about it.
You're saying that they are recognizing that there's problems with Last Jedi.
I absolutely think they know that the reaction was not what they wanted. However, I don't think they're panicking over it, because it still did very well, and they still know that people are going to go see these movies.
Why would they reward him to do more if it caused so much controversy? Why would you let Rian Johnson do more Star Wars movies if he pissed people off?
Because I think they liked the movie that he made. I just don't think that they thought it was going to have the reaction that it did.
So in other words, if he did another movie, would they throw in more to their 2 cents to alter his vision of the next one?
It's possible, but I doubt it, because I think he's only directing the first one of his trilogy.
But he's writing everything.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
But again, they could be looking at The Last Jedi and being like, yeah, this is exactly what we thought was going to happen.
No way.
But
really?
I don't think so. I think that they were probably surprised by it, but they weren't, I don't think that they're, sitting back there like, what do we do now?
So they probably watching people's videos of the over amount of videos on Last Jedi. They're aware of that, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't see them saying like, oh no, it's they and J.J. Abrams could say 100,000 times that they don't care about the reaction, but they do.
Yeah.
Somebody back there cares about it, and somebody back there is saying we have to do this a certain way.
Let me ask you a question. What if, here's the thing, I know that there was some things about Lando possibly getting a movie in the future and stuff like that. What if they do go into a weird direction and the next Star Wars side story, whatever you want to call them, right? What if they do a movie about Chewbacca and the Wookiees?
God help them.
Yeah.
That would be my honest reaction. Because
what would you do if you couldn't do Ben Kenobi?
Yeah.
Like, Chris, what would you do?
Me?
What would you do if they say, here are 5 side stories of all existing characters? What would you do? Without it being like a trilogy, disconnected each one.
So
like
I can't have an Obi-Wan movie? It has to be completely...
Yes. No. Okay. They already got that happening. Just forget about that.
Okay, so I would do... Me personally, I would do a Boba Fett film. Because I think now's the time to do it.
Oh, yeah.
I would do a film about Darth Revan. Easily. If you're not going to do a trilogy, I would do at least one movie with Darth Revan. And then hope that would... Huh?
Darth Revan?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
You said Darth Revan?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Boba Fett, Darth Revan. I would go a little crazy, and I would somehow do a Luke Skywalker film.
Oh my God.
And cast somebody as Luke Skywalker, as a younger version of Luke Skywalker.
Oh wow!
I honestly think
Would you do something to fix the first 3 prequels?
No, I wouldn't, because I think you just got to leave those alone. Now, I would do a Republic Commandos movie, because I think if you want to do something in that era, that's what you do.
Okay.
So Boba Fett, Revan, Luke, Republic Commandos. Palpatine.
Yes.
Palpatine. If you're not going to do a TV show, you do Palpatine.
I would do a Darth Vader trilogy. I'm sorry. I would do the whole damn trilogy with the Emperor in it, the Empire, and him going after all the Jedi. Direct, from when Yoda sent that whole thing to go away, hide out, and it ends, just right into whatever, Darth Vader battling Jedi. Definitely would do that. Without a doubt. 3 movies.
In that kind of vein, it would be an interesting movie. This might sound kind of weird, but you could almost do like a movie with people who aren't Force sensitive trying to help Jedi hide from the Empire, almost like a Schindler's List kind of thing, except in the Star Wars universe.
Right. So my other 2 movies would be Boba Fett, of course, and I would want to do a Mace Windu movie.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
And it could be from the past. It could be Samuel Jackson in the present. Well, I mean, you could even show that he lives, maybe. I would do that. Definitely. What about you guys? Ben?
Oh, Boba Fett, because who wouldn't want a Boba Fett movie? Honestly, I would stay on the bounty hunters thing. I wouldn't mind a movie about Bosk.
Like a bounty hunters in general movie?
Something like that. Maybe from the new movies, just because they haven't really gone into her backstory much. Maybe a Maz Kanata movie.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
More into what she does.
1 second. We just got a message from Todd on the chat. Anyone there watch The Expanse? We are trying to save it now. Best sci-fi show out there. Anybody watch The Expanse?
I watched the first maybe 2 episodes and just could not get into it.
Never heard of it.
Okay. and David's talking about Doctor Who, but we're not going to talk about Doctor Who on here, David, because we're going to save that for the Everything show. So I will.
For the Hoobin cast.
Yeah, well, the Real Hoobin's cast. So I will notate what you said, and we will talk about Doctor Who on the Real Hoobin. Sorry, continue, Ben. I'm sorry. I had to.
After Maz, I'd be kind of up for Chris's idea for like a younger Luke Skywalker movie, because as people say, Sebastian Stan looks like a young Mark Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
After for the last one, actually, I wouldn't mind a Mace Windu movie either. Maybe a young Qui-Gon Jinn or something like that.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Because Liam Neeson said he'd be willing to come back and play Qui-Gon again.
Oh God, I love Qui-Gon Jinn, man.
You could do Star Wars Taken. Have a particular set of skills. Of course.
You know what might be interesting too?
He didn't survive the cut. The series.
You know what might not be a bad movie too? Either Darth Maul or Count Dooku.
Well, he died though. I mean, the actor died.
No, I know, but like a younger Count Dooku, because I was actually thinking about this today. Like he's actually got a pretty interesting backstory. At least in Legends.
He was also Darth Tyrannus, right?
Yeah.
So Disney, if you're watching, make them happen.
What about like a Rebels continuation?
Oh, they got to do something with that, because the next animated series, it's not following that, you know. So I would be up for that.
Yeah, I want to see.
So it's canon technically, right?
What's that?
Rebels.
Oh yeah.
So they could do a follow-up movie, but would people know it though? Would it be popular enough where people understand what that is?
You know what they should do? They should just do an animated movie.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not doing animated movies, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That would work. DC does them all the time, and they better than their live action stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're going to start doing that eventually. I think we're going to start seeing animated movies. Yeah. My only thing is, don't make it like I don't want to see the Luke Skywalker movie or something be an animated movie. That's my only, you know.
Yeah.
The thing is, you don't have to. You could put it out in August, or a safe spot where it won't really affect anything.
But the question is, would it be safer in the cinemas or something like on Netflix or on their Disney streaming service, though?
They could do it on their streaming service. That's not a bad idea.
Why not? Do a follow up on the streaming service.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great idea, actually, Scott. So
just wait about another 2 months. I'll have another one.
So is anybody? Nobody's talking about Transformers. Is there a reason why nobody's talking about Transformers? Or
I don't think even Hasbro knows what they're doing with Transformers anymore.
I mean, is Bumblebee's done, right? I mean,
it's coming out in December. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Is there a trailer coming out?
Well, there's no trailer yet, but apparently they showed footage of it. I think at CinemaCon, I think it was, and surprisingly, everybody that I saw who saw it, everybody I listened to, they all loved it. They thought
really.
They were already saying like, this is better than anything Michael Bay's done. This was so great. And I was like,
is it because Bay didn't do it, or?
And I was like, well, okay.
Right.
You know, honestly, I think they're waiting to see how this movie does before they say anything else. Because
yeah.
Well, if B's going to be his Volkswagen, that'll make the G1 fans happy.
And then what else is in December?
Aquaman.
No, nothing about Aquaman. Right?
And Mary Poppins.
So what kind of
Spider-Man?
So well, Aquaman. What kind of merchandise is it going to be? Is it going to be a toilet bowl cleaner, or?
They show us Legos from Aquaman.
I mean, like, what are you going to do? Like, you're going to have
it's going to be a little. It's going to be one of those little megaphones you can stick underwater. And
do you have a trident? I mean, is it going to be glow in the dark? The kid's going to have a trident stabbing people. I mean, what is he going to?
Figures, Legos.
The trident that has 5 points on it.
What's the villain that weird? Was
Ocean Master and Black Manta, I think.
Manta, right? It looks like that guy's cool.
Trust me, I know that Ocean Master is in this movie. Like, I have inside information.
They're not calling him Ocean Master, though, right? That's kind of a corny.
I don't know.
He's like, I am the Ocean Master. It's
people I've talked to have said that he's Ocean Master.
Jesus.
And I'm not joking about that either. I've talked to people that know about this movie.
Are they gonna call him like the Master of Oceans? Try to be like it? God. That's gonna be funny to see.
Speaking of funny in DC, the Snyder Cut fans tried to rally everybody together we want release the Snyder Cut trending again. It didn't trend.
The movie's done. Like, let it be buried again. Like, that's it. But did they really announce Man of Steel 2020? Is that real?
They're hinting it. They haven't officially announced it.
Really? What did we say? Didn't we say they should do that?
Comic-Con is right around the corner, and they start talking about that.
Yeah, didn't we say that they should do Man of Steel 2020? Wow, whatever.
Should have been a Man of Steel sequel already before Justice League.
Man of Steel, do Batman, do your main stuff.
Yes.
Man of Steel, Batman, Wonder Woman. Forget about the Flash. Forget about Flash movie. Forget about Aquaman. Forget about Green Lantern. Forget about the Green Lantern Corps. Build the brand around the main guys first.
Yes.
What you could do, if you really want to get technical, you could splinter a side universe, same universe, but like a quadrant, where you put out a Batman movie, and then you put a series of Batman movies out. And then you could do a Batwoman movie, and a Batgirl movie, and a Nightwing, but put the Batman movie out first.
Yep.
Do the Superman movie. Then if you want to be a little ballsy, you do a Supergirl cinematic movie. But
I would have Supergirl initially introduced in Superman and then have her spun off. I wouldn't really.
I don't think they're going to do Supergirl at all in the movies.
Yeah.
Because I think that they don't want to take away from Supergirl TV series, which would be smart.
Yeah.
But I think that the CW guys are big enough to have their own movie anyway.
Yeah.
So, but you know,
I would keep Supergirl in a Superman movie more. That way, if it bombs, it doesn't, because we all know what happened to the Supergirl movie a few years ago. After that movie bombed, rumor had it they killed her off in the comics.
I got a suggestion, Chris. What if they
took her away?
What if they did this? Because they often had said recently that there's been 3 Jokers in the DC universe, different Jokers, right?
Yeah.
What if they do that? Ben Affleck goes up against a different Joker, and that the Joker that we see with Harley Quinn, that's like a son or someone that he made crazy to think he's the Joker, but like he's not the real Joker, like the main Joker.
Yeah.
Like there's another Joker.
I think that would be an interesting twist. My only concern with that would be how would the casual audience accept that? You know,
they would not be happy with it, right?
No.
I mean, how are they accepting now in the comic books that they made a statement that there's 3 Jokers?
Well, that's the thing though. Like when I mention casual fan, I'm talking about people that don't read the comics. So like they don't know that. Like people in the know would be like, oh yeah, that's what that's a thing in the comics. But I and maybe I'm wrong, but like to me, if you introduce that to casual audience, they look at that and go, "What do you mean there's 3 Jokers? That's stupid." Like
I really wonder what the fan base thinks of that though.
Well, I don't know. No, who knows?
But hey, folks in the talk right now, tell us how you feel about the whole 3 Jokers.
Right now in the chat, they're talking about Doctor Who, which. We can't. I mean, we could, but I really don't want to use the everything show for Doctor Who. So, guys, give us some other comments other than, and that's a weird thing because usually we want stuff for Doctor Who, and we don't have any comments about Doctor Who. And people are talking about other stuff in the chat.
Wrong segment, people. Wrong.
I know they probably had a good time watching us talk about Doctor Who and the Everything Show last night. So that's what it was. We spoiled them, I guess. But The Flash, I mean, no Flashpoint, no Flash movie, how about no Flash movie? How about that? And then what else? What would you do, Chris? Batman, Superman, what? I mean, Wonder Woman?
I would do Batman. First, I would do Man of Steel. Then I would do Wonder Woman. Then get Batman out. Then do a Green Lantern Corps movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I want a Green Lantern movie, too.
Well, what about...
make certain when you do a Batman movie, it doesn't... the actor's film doesn't take so long to where you can see his face breathe.
Getting tired, Sally?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry. If you want to drop out, you can. I know it's getting late, whatever. But anyway, so Chris? What about the all these announcements? Like, is there a Doom Patrol movie, and there's a Harley Quinn movie, and there's a Gotham Sirens? Or
they've got so much stuff apparently coming out.
Turn it down a bit.
Who are you yelling at? Oh,
I don't even know, to be honest with you.
He's not yelling at us, though.
Doom Patrol is getting a show on the streaming service.
I thought I hit the mic.
Bond, I don't think he meant you. Bond's muted. Okay. No. All right.
Yeah, Doom Patrol.
What, you thought you were muted, Scott? Okay, get done. I'm sorry.
Doom Patrol is getting a show on the streaming service.
Okay.
And it looks like Cyborg is going to be in it as well. He
Well,
might be just having a cameo, but that word still sounds weird.
Are they doing a Justice League 2 or no?
I think they have to pick up the pieces from Justice League 1 first.
Yeah.
There's no plan at all, right?
Pretty
much.
Yeah, even the band Steppenwolf's afraid to come out of their doors.
I'm gonna talk to Todd again. Now, I never seen The Expanse. You saw it, Scott? One episode. That's it.
I saw 1 or 2 episodes. I saw the first season. It was okay. I mean, I wasn't as thrilled as I thought I would be.
Todd, if I get a chance, I mean, is that on Netflix or no?
I think it's on Sci-Fi.
Yeah, it's on Sci-Fi.
I mean, if I get a chance, Todd, I'll check it out.
The first season should be on Netflix.
Yeah. All right. So maybe if I have time. I've been playing a lot of. I do apologize. I've been really into this Bloodborne game. As much as I was back in the day with Final Fantasy VII, like I'm really into trying to uncover all this secret stuff. And I mean, I could beat the game probably now, but the thing is with this, if you beat it, I guess it's done. You can't go back in. I don't know. So I don't have a thing to save it to. It saves, but they said to save it, I guess, to the cloud or to whatever the hell thing it is. But you got to be the PlayStation Network or something. I don't have that yet. PlayStation Plus. So I'm probably gonna buy that just to save the Bloodborne so I can continue afterwards. But I'm in too much into Bloodborne right now. I'm really heavily into that lately. That game.
Hey Joe, only a couple more months till that Spider-Man game comes out.
I can't wait for. And I also saw today Call of Duty.
Yep.
Right? Black Ops 4? That looks great.
No, dude, they messed it up.
They did? What do you mean?
There's no single-player campaign.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. So it's all multiplayer?
It's multiplayer with like a battle royal mode.
Oh, no.
And zombies and stuff.
Why did they do
that? I saw a whole bunch, or I saw a video about it before that Angry Joe did, and he was flipping out, and all these people were like, "What the hell is going on?"
Why would they do that? So, no, wait, you can't just play by yourself?
Nope.
I guess because people complained so much about the single player campaign from the last game that they were just like, you know what, we're just taking out the whole thing altogether.
Why would you do that? Then I'm not going to buy it if that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
So, no, you always have to be on the PlayStation Network to play it?
All I know is that they said there's no single player campaign.
That's
I don't know about
it. It basically means that you're gonna have to be. Yeah, you're gonna have to be.
You get forced to have the PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
I know that there's a single player zombies mode in the game, but
how often can you?
You have to be online though. That's ridiculous. I'm not. No, I'm sorry.
Not even worth it.
You ruined it. You did a Battlefront 2, man. No good.
Oh, EA, that's sucky company.
But I mean, there's a lot of people that actually like that idea. But I mean,
I don't like that idea.
I mean, they like the idea, but I mean, I don't think they consider the actual, go through of the idea.
So they can't fix it to make it that way? No.
I think it's too late now.
Oh.
Yeah, patch wouldn't be able to do it.
That's just wizard, isn't it?
EA is not too far away, so we're going to be getting a whole bunch of. I've been hearing rumors going crazy that apparently Nintendo's about to drop some sort of huge thing about Pokemon at E3. Like it's going to be.
Oh my god!
What?
Like ridiculously huge. Like apparently, apparently it's some sort of like remake of Yellow version, but it's going to be on the Switch.
Oh boy!
And it's going to somehow have some sort of incorporation with Pokemon Go.
Oh, forget it.
Oh God!
But not like you have to play Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill everybody.
It's like if you can play, if you do play Pokemon Go, there's like extra bonuses for it.
That's gonna do phenomenal if they do that.
But like what they're saying is that apparently like it's either gonna be, and again this is just a rumor right now, but they're saying it's either a remake of Yellow version where there would be two versions where I guess the cover Pokemon would be Pikachu and the other one would be Eevee, and then they're bringing back all these features in the game that people have been asking for years, and like Pokemon that follow you, and
exactly.
And apparently that since it's going to be on the Switch, it's going to be like the first time that it's not a handheld main series Pokemon game.
Oh,
so like it's not even like a remake; it's like a sequel because the character you played as in Yellow is your rival in the game.
Oh, geez.
So like again, these are all just rumors, but this is like this is huge. Apparently, is what they're planning to do.
So is it, as far as Pokemon Go? Do you think it's going to be like kind of like a mobility to it? Like if you go out there and get the Pokemon from about in the world in this.
The rumor that I heard is that it's something similar to that.
Oh, okay.
All I know is the fellow employees and enjoying the fact that they can go out literally into the section of where I work and pick up Pokemon balls every 5 to 10 minutes.
All right. Any other comments, guys? Yeah, David said Aunt May web series is not a bad idea. Well.
Oh, so she visits the Golden Girls and what little trouble they can get in there.
You'll be happy to know too that she survived an Infinity War.
Oh, good.
The Russo brothers said she's alive.
Thank you, Russo brothers. I much appreciate it.
They released a list of people who survived.
Yeah.
And
did you see Stephen Colbert?
No.
Stephen Colbert, Deadpool was on it. He got zapped out. He's like, "Damn you, Thanos!" And he faded out.
They killed
him. That's great. I was like, "Oh, that was hysterical." Yeah.
You know, it was interesting too. They also said that Valkyrie from Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Apparently, she saved people from Thanos' attack, and they're like floating in space somewhere in like an escape pod.
Right. That's good. So she'll be in the next movie, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I hope so. Like that.
But will Hulk be in the next one?
I think definitely. I think Hulk's going to get his revenge.
I think Hulk's going to break some worlds, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
cute. Hulk's going to...
Well, like for real. Like World Breaker Hulk, I think, is going to be in the next movie.
He's going to be amazing, the Hulk, in the next movie.
He's going to get pissed, and like he's going to eat the gauntlet or something. Like
he's going to do something. It took some time, but he's going to flip out. And he's going to be... The madder he gets, the stronger he gets. He's going to knock Thanos out. That's what's going to happen. He's going to really punch them. Because if he keeps getting mad, then he's going to get stronger. So he's going to be stronger than Thanos at some point. I mean, don't forget they used the Hulk to beat Onslaught in the comics. Because they turned him back to the way the madder he gets, the stronger he gets. Jean Grey did a little psychic thing in his head, and he became stronger. And that's it, So
and they had to throw a handful of them had to dive into that
new universe, which they'll probably call it Heroes Reborn. The movie, right? Avengers 4, Avengers 4, Heroes Reborn, or something. I don't know. All right, guys. I guess that's it for now. Thank you very much for our 1500th episode of the Everything Show. Wow.
Yay!
What a milestone, right? Seems like yesterday. All right. And thank you, everybody, for over the years, all the Everything shows we've done. I can't believe it's been reached this much, 1,500, and probably reach more. But thank you guys for your support. Please like and subscribe. Turn notifications on. Send us your comments. We'll try to answer them next time. We'll try to check out The Expanse, or some of us will, or maybe I will. I don't know. And that's it. Thank you, guys.
#.